the police to investigate. And I actually fear for her safety, because at the end of the day, you can't take the law in your own hands, right? So I'm going to open the boxes anyway. Yeah, it was absolutely viral last night. It really was. Hey,
Hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I have put this live on 18 plus, no face, so I know
that was the best thing. Because like I said to people yesterday, he's obviously got a following, and do you know what I mean? If they're all as young as they're showing, then they're all going to try and come in the live.
Yes. Yeah.
But it is mad. What happened last night was bonkers. And I don't think, if I'm honest with you, I don't think he did pay for them views because of the way he went from being 0 to weekly 22 in an hour. Says a lot. Do you know what I mean? That says how many viewers he had in.
Yeah, exactly. And I have CC'd him into this live also, by the way. So guys, I feel that video he put out this afternoon was control damage.
Of course it was.
He's trying to back himself, isn't he?
But what makes it worse is...
One sec, guys, one at a time. Can we just hear from No Face?
But what makes it worse is, that CLA was sat and told by DG about this lady, about this guy and what he was doing. She made a couple of little laughs and jokes on her live about, I'll try and get him in with the viewers. And everyone told her not to. So what did she do? She come off her live and went across to his live and started gifting.
Wow. And can I just ask, No Face, it was the real CLA, right?
100%. I've got a screenshot of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was sat in the live
because I know people are going to, question it. You know what
I mean? Ed Matthews and Mr. UK TikTok official got all three of them on screenshot in the live gifting.
Can I ask you, were they gifting the host or the kids in the box?
It was Ed Matthews was gifting that girl he thought was Lexi.
Wow. Yeah, we all know she's 14.
Yeah, that was on hers that he done that. Mr. UK TikTok and CLA were both gifting the host.
Wow.
That's mad. And I've got a screenshot of a lad gifting the host, right? I swear to God, Angie, look on WhatsApp, he looks about 10. It's mad.
Wow.
And as well, I've also heard that her family and her are in police protection.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we got to realise she's only 14. Yes, she's not. I think she's an evil because I thought the Bulger kids. You know what I mean? When I saw what that girl did,
it's disgusting what that Lexi did. Disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people,
and that's why he brought her up and made these because of. What he forgets to mention is, that the accounts he brought her on were all accounts that he made to her. Do you see what I'm saying? So he gave them accounts to that Lexi and was taking every bit of coin that was coming into it and then paid her money to come on. That's what he done. He was paying people.
£200 he paid her.
Yeah, because he was telling people... He was telling people because his following list is really small, so he was telling everyone to jump over and follow the.
Can I also just say, I know other people are doing awareness lives on it. Anyone that does not put it to 18 plus is just as bad because some people are saying in the comments, if you look at Classy, that someone is doing a live on it with full of kids in her live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't.
You're just as bad. You're just as bad because why would you not put it on 18 plus? Because you know that he's got a huge following, which are children.
But the fact that they're using a situation of a young 8-year-old child that was beaten up as a clout thing, I think is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, but that's what he's done to try and bring it all in, innit? But what makes it worse is that this guy has got a pretty much a newborn baby. Well, not newborn, but has a child himself. And he's happy to sit and let other people's. But the main thing that everyone was saying yesterday, which I think is a good point, is where are these parents while these are shouting their mouths off in their bedroom, screaming and shouting?
Exactly.
Because it was late as well.
It wasn't like it was in the daytime. We're talking 9:30 at night.
Someone has just pointed out in the comments, No Face, that this is a 13 plus app. This is a 13 plus app, but I don't want children following me. I'm an adult.
I think lives you have to be 18. I know you have to be 18 for boxes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and to be able to receive gifts and send gifts, but whether it's a 13 plus app or not still doesn't make it right to be on there doing what they're doing. Like, do you know what? It was sickening. Like, I've got 2 little girls myself, yeah, and I do pussyfoot around them, and I do thingy. There's the odd thing that they'll say, and I'll let slip. But it's put into perspective now. More discipline's needed before they even get to that age. Do you know what I mean? Because of like the shit that was coming out of their mouths yesterday was disgusting.
You know, they were
I
even saying
couldn't
things
believe
like,
it.
I've been told this that go and unalive yourself, and you know, I'm you know having what with your dad and all this kind of thing. I mean, you know how vulnerable children are. How do we know they don't? Children do suffer with mental health. I just see this be not ending well, where children might end up doing something because another child has told them
But
to.
he's
This
also,
is what I
the
said.
fact
Like,
that
they'll
he's
be
giving
scared
these
to go
kids
to school the
money.
next day because people will say, "Oh, you got told by this person." Do you know what I mean? It don't just stay on this app. It comes off the app, and I can guarantee that there will be after-school fights. Do you know what I mean? To do with all of this, or in-school fights. Like, it's just completely bonkers.
Yeah. And I got all the videos of this because obviously I'm not going to play it, even though there was 320k, but because there's children involved in these boxes, I'm not going to sit and play it. Do you know what I mean? But it is vile for the videos that I've got.
I just come up, sorry FYP clip, but I just come up to say I asked my 10-year-old son last night, he's not on social media at all, if he had heard of this guy, and he has. He's like, they're talking about, he's in primary school, they're talking about it. You need to ask your children, if your children are on social media, you need to make sure that they've got this guy blocked on everything, because it's just not acceptable. And if your kid is in their bedroom shouting and screaming, which kids do at Xboxes, my son does it, I go up and say to him, stop doing it, but go and check on your kids and what they're doing. Phones are not babysitters. iPads, Xboxes, they're not babysitters. Go and check on your kids, see what they're doing, look at their phones, because the internet's dangerous and there's predators everywhere. It's not a joke.
Now can you see why the other day people got so mad about when Sharon was going to hold an adult one of these? Because it just shows the younger generation that it's acceptable when it ain't. Do you know what I mean?
Incites
Imagine if
hate.
this live would have gone ahead. Like, all the younger people would have seen that and been like, all right, well, it's a big thing now. Let's all jump on it.
Well, no face. Do you know what? It's really. I was on the live with Vans last night when I came on and mentioned it to her, and we were talking about it. And my son actually came into the living room, didn't he, Ange? And he was like, "Mummy, are you talking about this boy?" So, and he knew what I was talking about. Do you know what I mean?
He's actually visited schools as an influencer.
He's got a YouTube fucking trophy for all of his subscribers that he's got. Do you know
And
what I
on
mean?
Instagram, he was saying yesterday on Instagram, he's put like a little voice note up. I'm in the Instagram. I don't know if he knows I'm in there. I'm under a different name, but he's put in there. I think I've just put the screenshot on my post now because I've been trying to get this guy down for 4 days now. But he's put on there that he's in London. He needs to find a school in London and do something there. I'm not sure what, but that's all it says on his thing. But I have posted it. I've been trying to get him down for 4 days. It's been so.
Is he under TikTok?
Exhausting.
He's managed by TikTok.
His name is, yeah.
Which means TikTok, his manager will be watching his lives and well aware of what's happening in his lives and not doing anything. TikTok do not care about the children. They do not care. They care about money.
Is he doing anything wrong? I mean, would it be under the lines of some kind of grooming?
Yeah, legally, yeah.
I think it's grooming, definitely.
He's paying them, isn't he? So
I'd say that what he's doing does come under grooming.
He's financially grooming.
Yeah, financial grooming.
I mean, there was this one girl, like I said, Lexi, the fake Lexi, she had, I think it was her or someone else, 60k.
Yeah.
Well, I
Whether
actually
or
thought that
not,
was the
yeah,
real girl.
whether or not it was a fake Lexi, yeah, like in his video that he was acting like he was all sorry about, he tried to get a wrong one onto his platform to gain viewers and money. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and these people were getting banned, and then what he was doing, he was then making up accounts for them and getting people to run up the account so they could come back.
Yeah, it was
to
like
the boss.
30k and within a couple of minutes.
Does he do it daily, Band King?
Yeah.
It
This
does.
is the first time we've come across it. I've seen other ones.
Yeah, see, I come across it 4 days ago, and that's when I posted it.
Last night alone, in an hour, that guy took £5,000.
He normally gets about 11k on average in his normal sort of beef battles.
And can we just mention as well that on his page, his videos are not appropriate for children. He has
Yeah.
a lot of girls who do spicy work, which each to their own, make you money, but children should not be exposed to
I don't
those.
see, you know, Alicia, I've seen these videos, right? And I can't play one video and it be appropriate without.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had a look last night and I was shocked that children will be watching that and they'll search these girls' names and see what these girls do because it's easy to find. And it's just highly inappropriate because there's
these girls who's interviewing, you know, he's interviewing a couple of these girls on in the videos. I don't know. They look like kids. I don't know.
The girls are adults. The girls are all old enough.
Yeah.
But even the things they're talking about are massively inappropriate. Like I wouldn't want my child to be watching that.
The fact that CLA was told, and then her viewers were telling her to avoid it, and she still went in there to gift to try and take his viewers, knowing that his viewers are kids. She even said on her own live, which is screen recorded and on the FYP, she said, "Oh, I only want to do it to go and gain these viewers," knowing that they're all children. Do you know what I mean? And then yet goes in there and starts gifting.
And why? But why is he using such a sick situation to get clout? Because I don't know, that situation's all over social media, isn't it? And there was a video, and it's viral, and
because he knows it's going to bring viewers in, especially teenagers and kids, because everyone.
Can I just repeat this video? Obviously, I'm not going to play the whole video because the kid is involved. But I want to show you that these aren't fake, right? The stress in this child's voice, okay? Because I think this is really important, guys.
Yeah, these ain't fake battles. What we witnessed last night was fucking like pure emotions from these.
Yeah, can I just play this one? Listen to this.
I swear to fucking God, Evie, I will ring your mum right now and tell her everything. I will tell her everything. Put that on it right now.
So I'm not going to play the whole video because it is a child. But now you can see the stress in that child. Now that child is so distressed and vulnerable. How do we know that child isn't going to do anything after that live?
But that's what I'm saying. She would have gone to bed with that on her head, woke up the next day, gone to school, bumped into that girl. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we know that Lexi's a fake account, but what we're trying to say is that Lexi may be a fake account, but it's the fact that he used her situation to get people to be on the platform.
Yeah, it's like that Lexi Bonner was just going around as a trend, wasn't it? Like, the story, I don't know, it was weird. There was loads of kids, there's loads of fake accounts of that Lexi Bonner in there.
Sorry, guys, to play that. I just had to show you that it's not fake.
Made aware.
Yeah, I'm just trying because he did have 300k on, just to make you aware of these battles. There's no rules.
And why that was going on? Yeah, them emotions. You had CLA in there gifting. Do you know what I mean?
She did it for clout.
There was Mr. TikTok
She did it
UK.
for clout.
There was Mr. TikTok UK, there was CLA, and there was the number 25. Someone in the comments just said number 25 on the rankings now. He was also gifting him.
Wow. Is there anything we can do about it, though? Because this is a huge influencer, isn't it?
Yeah, what we need is everyone who's got a manager and an agency to make them aware and say, because of TikTok will listen more to them. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think that that's the first way I'd go about it. If they don't listen, then I'd hit up. Or to be honest with you, I'd go straight to the papers anyway.
I was going to say, is there any point of going to, is it Ofcom?
Ofcom, yeah, that's a good one.
Or do they not bother?
Yeah, Ofcom.
Can I ask something?
I would go straight to the papers and send them the videos, send them he's an influencer, he's managed by TikTok, and this is being allowed to be run on their platform.
Can I ask, how are these children getting in the box and being able to
Nobody said DG was gifting in that thing, so I don't understand why people are saying that.
No, DG wasn't gifting, that's lies.
I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing because I found it quite disturbing.
No, because DG was on his live actually saying
No, DG wasn't gifting. DG was...
He was saying what a disgrace he is.
Yeah.
And so was Dave and so was Wolf.
Yeah. I think in that video, he said he's 18. Is he actually 18?
But do you know what? When you Google him, it says that he's 25.
Yeah, he doesn't look 25. He definitely looks about 19 or so.
And that's what I'm saying. If he's playing the role of he's 18, yeah, to these kids, and he's 25, that's pure nonce behaviour.
Exactly.
Because he's taken them off TikTok and he's taken them off the app to Snapchat, Instagram, and things like that.
Don't you have to be 18, no face, to gift anyway on this
Yeah,
app?
you do.
I think
So
the
how are the
parents who
children
find their
doing it?
kids. I think
How
the
do-
parents who find their kids are watching him. Like, if I hadn't been in your live yesterday, Ange, I wouldn't have even known anything about him. So I asked my 13-year-old who's on the spectrum. He hasn't got TikTok or social media, but when I asked him and showed him a picture, he knew who it was because he'd been shown in school, because they all talk about him. He'd been shown on another child's phone some of the beef battles. So I've had to obviously ban him now off YouTube as well, and I'm going to personally contact the school, because he's watched it within school, to make them aware that children are watching this. So I know people saying in the comments, you know, it's up to parents to get that app. I've got that app, and my son's still seeing it and knew everything about him. So even if you've got that protection on your kids at home, it's not stopping them hanging out with their friends, still seeing it. So me personally, I'm going to...
I've also emailed my son's school this morning and made them aware of this person as well.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like a big protest needs to be done outside TikTok again. I know that you've done that one, but that no face. But that, you know, a lot of people didn't turn up because, you know, they're not doing anything. Why aren't they doing anything? Because he makes money for them.
They're getting loads of cash, aren't they? They don't really give a crap.
Sending it all to the papers and places like that where they can put it up. Because I'm not being funny. That's a story they'll listen to. Big
Which
influence.
newspaper, no face? Because I believe that everyone should send it to the same newspaper.
Just try and send it to as many as you can. Like, at the end of the day, it's something like TikTok's been all over papers and fucking internet sites for a while because they've not been sticking to the rules that they were given. Do you know what I mean? Like,
His name. Sorry, guys. People
Someone,
his name.
do you know what it is, Ange? Somebody should do like a template, and then like people just forward it on to like different newspapers and schools and stuff. Do you know
And
what
a
I mean?
petition.
Yeah. His
I've
name
got lots
is
of it on my page.
I can't pin his comment, his name, guys. People want to know his name, but I can't actually change the big screen.
You know what else would be a good shout?
I'm going to
well?
write it in the comments, and
Fact Freak's looking into this guy anyway to see like who he actually is, right? So there's got to be a manager behind this guy, like, I mean, off of TikTok, because he's got so many followers throughout different platforms that I don't think he wouldn't not have it. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be
Anyone
worth
just write his name in the comments, guys, so people know who it is.
Yeah, try and
I'm just doing that
get
now.
over them and send it.
This guy usually gets up to about 10k in his live, doesn't he? And it's basically children beef battles, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all it is. And adults and kids, you know what? This app is like a breeding ground for peddlers.
It's mad now, and it's like, what happened to the days of coming out of school and having a scrap? Instead, they're coming out of school, walking past each other, getting home, jumping onto TikTok, and then screaming and shouting at each other.
Yeah. Do you think, no face, honestly, do you think it's a police case?
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed out the K.
I really, really can't understand how children of under 18 are gifting and getting in boxes. Are
Do
they
you know
coming?
one? Do you know one kid yesterday sent a lion?
Yeah, I saw
And an
that.
elephant.
Yeah.
How though? How?
But you know, like Xbox, for example, kids, like my kid has spent money on Xbox before without me knowing. So kids can recharge on here. When you press the gift thing, you can recharge. So they could have done that with their parents' card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not impossible. Do you know what I mean?
Band King down there just made a good point, because I said this yesterday as well. The kids go live and grown adults gift them. That's where they're getting it from, because they go live. Because even in his chat yesterday, there was fully grown adults in there, younger people. Do you know what I mean?
I can I actually think, no face. Why is an adult gifting a child? Why?
They
'Cause
do.
they're
This is
nonsense.
what we've been. This is why we were doing them awareness before, because of a lot of people now are seeing it. Like younger people, when they're going live, like adults are jumping in there and saying they'll gift them for their Snapchats and stuff like that. As soon as they get them off the app, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. And you know another thing, when they get bananas, the kids, he gets them account. He sets
He's
them up.
already
with
got
them.
accounts. Yeah, he's got accounts already run up, and that's why I was trying to say to you, he's taking every bit of money. None of that money's actually going to them people, because of he's given them accounts to come onto his platform. So he's taking the money from his, and then whatever would have been in the boxes, you know, usually goes a bit to you and then a bit to them. It would have all been going to him.
But we need to start at the beginning of how this is being allowed. So if children are putting in wrong dates of birth and stuff, I think TikTok need to do something about that. It's got to be hardcore.
We've tried this for so long.
Whether it's a passport or that. Because I can't gift just now because they're not accepting my ID.
How long's he been on this app, this guy? Because listen, I've known about. I think I heard about him a few weeks ago, but I didn't realise it was children box battles. I thought it was just normal beef battles.
Never even realised about
Sorry,
it. I knew
guys,
there
I'm
was a couple
spamming
others. I've seen a couple others, but not his one. That was mad yesterday. So many people come into the live saying about it. So obviously I jumped into there on mine and had a look, but I had the volume down while I was watching on my live. And
I come across
had
it
in my
days
ear,
ago
and it was
posted.
just mad. Like I was so baffled because I had my main account banned for talking about the wrong ones. Do you know what I mean? Like literally a couple of minutes beforehand, and then that's happening. Everyone was going over and reporting it, and no one was getting violations back. Big Jamie was the only one to get a couple of violations back, and nothing still happened to give still had his life.
I got an account warning for reporting.
Yeah, so did I.
It's only bots that your violations are going to. We need to get it to people.
Why are people getting bananaed for reporting?
That's a new thing, TikTok
Because
reporting.
they
So
think
that
it's
it's
not
so that they
easy
can't
watch.
mass report you. So like nobody could come in here and sit and mass report you on.
Yeah, but other people
things.
get banned for like saying one swear word. Like we've seen it in these main lives. You
But
can
that's
get
because
police.
they're not protected by TikTok. When you're protected by TikTok, you become under your manager's.
So there should be
No,
accountability
who's to
there.
blame? Well, apart from him, TikTok.
Yeah.
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 There's no accountability. If they're protecting a big account because of money, then they're not taking it. They kind of should be taking accountability for behaviour like that.
They never will though.
Yeah. I mean, I was shocked. I couldn't even. I had to come off because it was quite disturbing for me to bloody listen to.
I'll be honest, I've never heard arguments on this app of adults as bad as them two girls were going at last night. It was.
I think a lot of people need to go to the TikTok office. Do you know what I mean? And cause some kind of bloody mayhem there because they're allowing it and they should take responsibility because this falls on TikTok because his account is protected.
TikTok are fully aware.
Most of them beef battles, my son said, are girls, and they're told to Instagram him to message to get into his battles. I thought, because I asked my son if he knew how they get on, and he said we're told to message. But he said even my son was like, it's mainly girls he has on anyway.
London.
So what's that? Why is it only girls?
I see, honestly, some not ending well. I do. I see them getting stressed out, and I'm going to smack you, and I've slept with your dad. What the hell? These children,
Right,
you know?
And the thing is as well, Angie, is that they can't come to anybody on this platform to try and get help back because none of us can associate with it. Do you know what I mean? None of us can sit there and say, oh yeah, we'll help you and blah blah because of it. Like they're too young.
Well, I don't feel it should be like that. No face. I don't. I feel like if there's any children that do feel they need any help, you know, I mean, I'm not talking about them going to anybody, any adult, but someone like yourself or even me or Alicia, you know, someone they know that can maybe that's, you know, quite well known on the app. Listen, I'm not saying I'm that well known, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, you know, I think that's important. I wouldn't sleep knowing if someone was to do something silly because of those beef battles. Do you know what I mean?
Wasn't he saying on one of his videos? He was saying on one of his videos that he gives them like help behind the scenes and stuff like that.
He says to message him on Snapchat for aftercare, doesn't he? Or Instagram.
Yeah, but that's still wrong though, isn't it? Because he's the one creating.
It's children messaging him. That's weird.
I think a lady came in the box last night and in Angie's box, and she was someone that knew the family, and
100%.
She said to me that, or she said to us that the family were obviously in police protection, and they've all been, her phones have all been taken because I won't lie, I honestly assumed that it was actually her. Do you know what I mean? I didn't realise it was all a setup at first. So obviously when I saw it, I was like, what? And then obviously a lady come in and said that, you know, it was a setup and that she knew the family and that they're in police protection because her address has been leaked and all sorts. So, you know, that's how I found out that. But that's what I'm saying. Some people would actually assume that that's real.
Yeah. Well, some of it is. Some of it is. Some of them do take it personally. I think it's important that the children on this app, which you know, has got this huge following, that might need care afterwards, that might be affected, that might be having these negative thoughts because of that, should feel, you know, should have someone on here that they can not talk to, but to kind of say, listen, I need help. For then the adult, the trusted, you know, someone they trust, to actually find help for them. Do you know what I mean? Because all adults are here scared. Oh my God, about getting a message from a child. Or can't reply. But I think if a child is feeling that way, I think it's important to help, not you personally, but to actually give numbers.
Yeah, reach out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I think people are terrified of speaking to a child because, oh my God, I'm speaking to a child, it's going to get on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's important, like, if they can trust someone, do you know what I mean? Have someone to go to.
It doesn't just finish.
Not to speak back and forth, but to give them advice as to who they can speak to.
It doesn't just finish when he comes offline and they come out of the boxes, because they're still going to school. And I don't know if the kids go to the same school or what, or if they know each other, but it's going to carry on into real life. And you know what teenagers are like, they hype everything up, and it's just going to get worse and worse until someone's seriously hurt.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Right. I just wanted to come in. Hiya, everybody. I just wanted to come in and say something, right? So, I just want to give you an idea of how much TikTok care, right? So, this account that I have is managed by TikTok. I have a manager. I don't do the ranks anymore, but I'm still in the Discord with other creators that are managed, right? So, 4 weeks ago, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but 4 weeks ago, I posted a profile of a man that had kids in his box, and he was just being an out nonce with them. I posted in that Discord his profile and said, can everybody, including the managers, please report this man and get his account down? You know what she said to me, the manager?
Sorry if anyone was speaking, I was on the phone.
She said, this isn't a place to be posting things like that because you can be inciting hatred.
Wow.
That is what...
They don't care.
That is what a woman who is employed at TikTok head office said to me. She said, this is not the place to be posting that. You need to use the necessary channels and report his profile. She completely...
Can you put a clear screenshot in the Discord as well of like the kids in his box?
Can I just say, Dale, can you just come back? Can I just let somebody in really quickly, but request again, please, if that's okay?
I took a screenshot of his profile, posted it in there, and I said, everybody, this man has got kids in his box and he's being disgusting. Within 10 minutes it was taken down, and she said, I'm really sorry, but I understand how this might make you feel, but this isn't a place to be inciting hatred.
Don't forget as well, he is managed. He has a TikTok manager who's they will be fully aware of what...
No, they don't care. It's all about money. They're not bothered.
It's about money and views for them.
Yeah, because TikTok's verified them as 18 or whatever, so it's not their responsibility, they'll say. How do they know they're the only kids? But there's a woman in the comments saying that Lexi deserves everything she gets. Can you believe that?
You can't incite more hatred onto children because that makes you as bad as...
Exactly, it's got to stop.
But yeah, you know what? I'm not going to lie. Like when I saw that video, it was disturbing. I thought of the little Bulger boy, with those 10-year-old boys. And I'm sorry. I know she's only...
What's happened, Andy? What's happened?
She's bloody evil. I don't care what anyone says. She's evil.
What's happened to that girl to get that angry and upset?
That doesn't matter.
No, I don't care. Listen, I don't agree with her getting threats or anything. It should be left with the police, 100%. She shouldn't get threats. Her address shouldn't be leaked. None of that. I don't agree with that. But because she is a child, but saying that she's an evil girl, and I don't care. I just think of that Bulger boy. You know what I mean?
This is why this
reminded me of that.
Has to stop this winding them up, Yeah. I've got a 10-year-old granddaughter, and she's a nightmare just now with none of this. The hormones are kicking in, and school's getting to her and that. I mean, God, this would push her over the edge.
Yeah. Can I speak? Hi, Button.
Hiya. Thanks for letting me come up. So, previously, I've worked with vulnerable children, and the correct advice to give to adults is if a child ever comes to any adult and discloses anything whereby they think their safety is at risk, you never ever tell the child that you are going to keep it a secret for them. You say that for them. You say...
Oh, you're echoing a little bit.
I think she's...
I know... You can hear?
Yes.
Yeah, I listen, I would suggest that you just give numbers, for a child to call. You know what I mean? I don't think it should be ignored either. Do you know what I mean? Because you just don't know. I don't think I could. If I was approached by someone, could live with it if something was to happen to a child, but I would definitely provide phone numbers.
You have to cover your own back before you can do anything. At the end of the day, like, you can't, like, you have to go, like she said then, like, there's proper ways, like, don't make them think that you're going to hold a secret for them and do it free. You need to just direct them in the right path.
Yeah, so the correct path, and this is advice given by the NSPCC, is that you contact Childline, and so that is the appropriate number and the path to take. And if that child doesn't feel that they can do that, it is our duty of care as an adult to take that information forward. Because if information is disclosed to you and then you don't do anything with it, then you're also, responsible for what. I don't know about responsible, but there is actually, if for instance, that if the police become involved, and you knew information and you did not help that child, it is a safeguarding issue. But I think sometimes, like people were saying, they get worried and concerned, oh, I'm an adult and I don't know the child and everything else. Look, screenshot everything, save everything. But if a child is reaching out for help, or likewise, when I went into that live last night and I saw what was going on and I was clicking on a few of the profiles that were gifting him that were clearly children, it did cross my mind. But I need to do I'm just waiting for a phone call back from a colleague of mine to confirm this, because I was thinking I wanted to reach out to them as well to say something, because it's very clear from their profile picture that they are a minor. So I'm just wondering what to do, because I feel that any person that in there is vulnerable. And in addition to the children beefing one another and the gifting and stuff that's going on, for that amount of thousands of people to be in there, that is predatory. Any adult that has any ill intent towards children will be lurking in those types of lives.
Yeah, let's not go down that road though. I don't think he's one of those, but I think he's doing.
What he's saying is the people that end up in the live comment viewers. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Sorry, I do apologise. I just don't want to be influencer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I think
he's a big influencer.
He is a huge influencer, but no one is above the law. And I think the thing that makes it, for me, what I saw him say was that, I can't reply. So what he does, see on his account where he's got 4-something million followers and he's only following 11 people, the reason that that's the case is that he tells people, go to my Snapchat, go to my Instagram, DM me there and I'll reply to you, right? And what he then does is get those people that he messages from Instagram into beef battles on TikTok, and then he follows those people so he can find them in order to add them. So I just find it really, it doesn't sit right with me that he's taking them off of TikTok and saying come to Instagram for DMs. Like that's not good.
No.
I think the fact as well that because he is so big, it's even more important to try and make awareness, because there could be potentially a lot of children that, are vulnerable with this man. And it's so dangerous.
I did tag him into the live, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't think he will join the live. I think he's going to continue doing what he's doing, really, to be honest. Yeah, it is like child exploitation. That's how I see it. I don't know if anyone else.
He don't give a fuck because of how much money he's making. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for months.
Also, as well, people are saying that I'm writing the wrong profile, and I'm not. This guy's got about 40 different profiles.
Yeah.
So,
can I just confirm? Someone said he's a child himself. He's 18 or 19. You're an adult at 18. These kids are 14. Yeah, 14, maybe even lower than that. That their parents are probably not aware that what they're doing. And I think parents need to take responsibility as well and check their goddamn kid's phone. They need to take responsibility and stop blaming everyone else for what their children are doing.
With what's gone on now, with everyone talking about it, hopefully parents do go back. There has been parents who have already said, the first thing they went and done was had a look, and they found out that their kids do know about it, and they've told them, you stay away from it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going round. I'm gonna go round primary schools tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you remember there was that thing a few years back that schools sent out messages? There was a really scary video or...
Oh, yeah, that was that Momo, wasn't it?
That was it. And all of the schools got behind that. I'm not saying that, you know, that's something that's not an individual. But what I'm saying is if there's enough evidence to take to schools to bring awareness, then that would be a way of getting it out to parents and to kids, like, as soon as possible.
But the thing is, when you're offering £200 to a young child, they're going to take it to go on and, you know, act as if like what they did yesterday. He's actually paying these kids to do that.
That is that's illegal.
It's probably adults in the chat that's gifting the kids as well.
But surely, I don't know what the gambling. You know, you have to be 18 to gamble in this country, don't you?
Do it on here as well.
So it's a legal activity.
So this is what I'm saying. It starts with TikTok. They need to be held responsible. This is what needs. You know, I mean, this is ridiculous that TikTok's allowed all this. I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
No, really, this is one of the worst I've heard.
And let's not forget, he invited Lexi, thinking it's a real Lexi. I believe he knew, but
no,
he's saying he thought
knew
it was Lexi, with no parents present, knowing there's a police investigation, because we all know there is a police investigation, with no parents there, no solicitor, and a TikTok box to discuss what she did. But obviously, it wasn't her.
He's still posting on his Instagram now saying that does everyone think he should cancel these beef battles now? And then he's just put another one in there with an email saying, I know Lexi's sister, I can definitely get her on for you tonight.
Wow. So
really? Disgusting. So he's still trying to get her on tonight?
He's still trying to do it, yeah. I'm in his Instagram thing, he's got like a chat room. He's got like a chat room on his Instagram.
Shouldn't be talking about it at all. And he's taking advantage of someone that is very vulnerable, in a very vulnerable position, really, because of this case. And do you know what I mean? And he's asking...
Because apparently, that Lexi's not even 14. Apparently, she's only 11 as well.
How is he paying these children?
11? No, she should be about 14.
He pays him... Well, last night, he actually... I sent Angie the video. He actually said to the girl, if you come back in the box, I'll give you £200.
£200. I heard that, yeah. Yeah, that was to Lexi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what he's doing in gifts, he's like, come in the box and I'll gift you whatever.
Yeah, and then
okay.
What was happening is obviously because of the language and the way they were being so aggressive, they were getting banned. And then he was then getting his mods to create new accounts for the Lex and basically running them up, obviously, to enough viewers so she could go live again.
Did you see how quick the followers went up? Or went from like a couple, like 30,
it was like
30.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Listen, I think it's a police case. I really do. What he's doing.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Financial agreement, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
because what little kid wouldn't want like a couple of £100? That's a lot of money for kids that age.
It's not noticing that.
Lucy's in the chat and she's saying that he's offering 4K
to his
followers.
The thing is, what's fortunate is actually we're right in the middle of the climate at the moment where things around child trafficking is in the news and on the app all of the time. So I think it is being taken more seriously. So I don't know the answer of how to bring it forward, but I definitely think this. Yeah, it involves all factors, doesn't it? It's child welfare. It's there's so many ways that
I can't hear you. I'll have to come back. Sorry, it's TikTok.
Yeah, it is.
It is child exploitation as well. I'm just really quick. I'm just drafting a letter to government bodies that I know in the Department of Education and the DCMS. But that letter can be used for schools or after school clubs for people if they want to use it. I'll put it on my post later.
Thank
people
you.
can use that template if they want to. It can use at least it's not going to solve the problem, but at least it can safeguard people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
big up, TJ.
Can people stop saying he's a child? He's at least 18. I don't know his actual age.
He's 19 in May.
Yeah, he's an adult.
He's got a kid of his own as well, hasn't he, baby?
They talk shit, don't they, some people, honestly.
I'm going to jump down now, but I'll put it on my post later so whoever wants to use it can use it. Bye!
Hi, everybody.
Hi everyone. So I've got a very, very strong opinion on this situation. As part of the neurodivergent community, I feel that anybody that brings a child being attacked, that situation which has been traumatic for a child that needs additional needs, to an app and then allows children to shout and scream and say terrible things online just for views and to get gifts is absolutely disgusting.
Right.
Absolutely disgusting. Right? No matter what you do, you've got many other things you can do as a streamer. You have a responsibility. You could do an awareness on the situation as to why it's wrong. You don't bring kids onto here for that. And if you have a look at his recent post as well, if you look at his most recent post, he's actually apologising to his followers because he got the wrong child in the box and is offering £4,000 out to go between his viewers. It's absolutely disgusting. This man shouldn't be on the app. He is a man. He is not a child. He is not a child for the people who are saying that. He is a man and he's got no responsibilities whatsoever. And he's literally, and did I hear that he's emailing children? He's messaging children. I'm sorry, that's disgusting. It's against everything that we've been trying to do for the app and everything we stand for. It's disgusting. And these beef battles are just as bad. But to bring children on, to use them for views and for gifts and for money and to try and get fame, it's TikTok. You're not famous. No one knows who you are off the app. I'm not famous. I'm just a singer. Like, this whole delusion needs to be dropped. And it's absolutely disgusting that somebody would go that low.
Say it for the ones
Totally
at the
agree with
back,
you.
absolutely.
Lucy, did you watch it last night then?
I was on live. I was on live last night when it was happening. MT came in my box because we were just kind of promoting the song and stuff. And he told us what was going on. And I looked on my other phone and I was absolutely disgusted. I wouldn't play it out loud because I was on my own live and I didn't want to get banned myself. But it's just absolutely disgusting how someone can go that low. Like, people need to kind of look at some of these people that come online, right? You know, you've got moral coding, you understand what the right and wrong is. Yeah, we've been battling for ages to keep kids safe on this app. I've been one of them who's been trying to keep the kids safe. And we're watching somebody who's being gifted, going up into the weeklies. And as far as I'm concerned, I haven't had a chance to see if he's got any kind of talent or anything else about him. As far as I'm concerned, this situation has brought him to light for me. And if there was any respect at any point for anything else, it would have been gone anyway. This is not the kind of people that you want to be on an app. They're not giving out the right kind of morals to children. They're showing children that you can come online. And if you attack someone, great, we're going to make you famous. We're going to give you views. Let's get you some followers for doing something wrong to somebody who needs care, who needs extra support in their life. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm disgusted by it and I'm very, very much against it.
And let's just bring it up again one more time. And the creators that were gifting at the same time. Do you know what I mean? CLA, Mr. UK TikTok, and Ed Matthews.
And there's a guy in the rankings as well. Let me just check. Number 25 in the rankings, ONYNE. He was gifting as well.
Yeah, that's his name, guys. Can anyone put his name in the comments?
People want to see because you've got it as your green screen. Can you put yourself in
you
the
can't
big
really
box?
see it though, can you guys? So because I put people in the boxes, but that's
I'm writing it in the
video
comments.
there. But if you can put there, if you look at Delusive Sally, that's his name, guys. Just keep putting his name. That is him.
Who say Zach? You saying he wasn't? What you saying? Mr. UK wasn't gifting? I've got proof.
That's disgusting. That again in itself is just other streamers, right? I'm not just generalising like streamers because we're not all like that. Do you know what I mean? At all. Some of us actually fight for the good, yeah. But the fact that they're coming in and they're gifting someone who is doing something that's blatantly wrong, yeah, just means that they are trying to get some kind of clout. And can I just say, we're throwing around the word clout, right? Yeah. But we're talking about a situation where an autistic boy was attacked for being different.
People are saying they see proof. Give me a second.
And they're literally bringing up
He's trying to find his attacker to bring her onto the page and give her light, which is disgusting.
I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the video, Angie, but honest to God, I was in tears.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I've seen a lot of videos of
this. I was sobbing.
I just see it's not going to end well, is it? You've got vulnerable children and that, you know, could do something silly because they're so affected by
Is
what's
there a way
they
of
get
seeing-
personal about their looks. It was just, beyond me.
Is there a way of seeing if there are any big creators that are connected to him? Someone in the comments has just said that Tyrone follows him and he follows him back. Does Tyrone know this person? The other guy in the rankings. And I think this guy knows he's being spoken about because why has he turned his rankings off? His name's Ezekiel the First and Ezekiel Live. They're his two huge accounts where he's got millions of followers. And if you look at his video and his content, for me, you know, I assume the girls are over 18, but for me, the content on there is not great either. And yeah, I just wonder if there's a way of, is there a way of getting like big creators in the box, right? And you then sharing information out to your community.
The problem is with that though, Button, right, apart from a select few, they don't give a fuck. They're not
And
interested.
someone's just messaged me and said, please can you tell Angie that... What? I'll have to message it to you, Ange. I can't say it on the live.
Okay.
They'd rather go into his
it's protected by
live.
TikTok.
The
I just
thing
feel these
is-
awareness lives sometimes don't go anywhere. I think we need to kind of do something where we all report it to Ofcom, and that's just one idea. And maybe other avenues. Do you know what I mean?
Surely there's a legal aspect to this.
Yeah.
Right? Let's be intelligent about this, yeah? Surely there's a legal aspect to this. Having underage children, who shouldn't be on the app at all, even if it is a 13, like the things that are being spoken about and so on, and especially if he's also having communication with these children, there would be a legal aspect to this somewhere along the line.
Yeah, it's exploitation, isn't it? And grooming.
And this person
100%.
said
Right, let me just show everyone
got
this.
links
Hold on,
in
let me just show
TikTok.
What is this video you're going to
everyone, 'cause
show?
I'm not showing everyone the video. I'm showing people the proof that CLA was in their gift.
Right, okay.
Right. So that's that, yeah. In the live, right? People could say, "Is that her account?" So I clicked straight on it. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely her. Yeah.
Right. Then the next wrong one, gifting. Yeah. And then Ed Matthews was actually gifting Lexi. Look. Yeah. Hold on. Proof that it's his account. All right. Trust me when I say all of these were in that live gifting.
Mm-hmm. And that's the point.
Someone's messaged me, this guy, but he said, tell Angie he's also got links to TikTok head office.
Yeah, he's managed by TikTok. He's got a TikTok manager.
Wow.
Yeah, they're protecting him. That's why he always comes out of no violation.
As far as I'm concerned, that makes it slightly easier. Okay, so
and these were made aware as well. DG made CLA aware of how bad it was
Before she gifted him.
Yeah, before she gifted him, and she made laughs in her comments about, "Oh, I just want to gain his followers," knowing they're all kids. And then she come off her live and went across to his live and started gifting.
Doesn't it make you sick though what they'll do just to get a bit more viewership?
If anyone
Doesn't it
needed a
sick me?
reason not to watch these people anymore, like I don't know how many more reasons that one can have, or how many ways that some people can be shown as wrong-uns. Like, I mean, this is
Zeno was even telling her.
No Face, No Case has literally just shown you these people were aware of this person before. They have gone in. He has verified and shown you they have genuinely gifted, knowing what is going on. Like, you just got to give your head a wiggle if you're still following these people and gifting them.
These people have no
They
more.
don't show their faces in the box. Not that I've seen. Do they show?
I don't think they do.
They're like small. He's large on the screen, and they're in the bottom right-hand corner.
I mean, when I was on last night, there was a boy in the box. He looked about 10.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm just going to get off the phone now, and I'm just going to actually make a couple of phone calls, and I'm just going to start somewhere, and I'll just report back, because I've got friends that work with vulnerable young people, and we're all sitting here going, well, what's the way to go, Ofcom? And let me just see. I'll come back.
Yeah, and like I said, it's probably a police matter as well.
It really is a police matter.
And I think this goes a lot deeper, Ange. I think there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
You all heard the emotions in the kids' voices last night. It was just bonkers.
Well, I'll play this again. Sorry, guys, but can everyone put trigger warning? This is just the one video. I'm not playing it.
Before you play that, anyone who's got kids, yeah, just close your eyes and listen to the emotion in this girl's voice, yeah, and tell yourself, like,
I'm not. There's a lot of videos I've got, but I'm not playing those because of the language, and I'll definitely get banana if I played the rest. Okay, so I'm just gonna play this one. Oh, can't wait a minute. Sorry, one sec, guys.
I swear to fucking God, Evie, I will ring your mum right now and tell her everything. I will tell her everything.
Okay,
right now. I'm gonna tell.
Sorry, there's more. There's more. I can't play the rest,
yeah.
but you can hear that's not act. That's not an act. That's
They were
real.
threatening
only a little
to
bit of
chop
it.
each other up.
That's only a little bit. Listen, I've got loads of quite a few videos, but I can't play them because it is quite disturbing. The language, what they say. One girl said to another said that to that Lexi, I'm going to do what you did to that little boy and put your brother who's a child 6 feet under. I was like, oh my God. And then another girl was saying I went with your dad. These are children.
You know what, though? At that age, yeah, they haven't got a clue what they're doing. And this is the thing. He's paying these kids to essentially ruin their lives because anything you say on the internet stays on the internet.
Exactly,
at that age, you've no idea what you're saying, do you? You just think
they're calling each other dirty. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to
And you
suck
imagine
that
that £200 to a 14-year-old is a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll take that, you know.
If people want to see, I've seen a few people asking again, yeah, if you go across to my main account, which is in my bio, you go across to my main account, there is a video that I put up last night, and in that video there is 3 screenshots of Mr. UK TikTok, Ed Matthews and CLA all gifting, and it's their accounts.
Can I just say, the reason that these children think that it's okay to be acting like that is because of what's been set as an example in front of them by some of the streamers that have been previously mentioned that are on TikTok. Okay, it's not on, it needs to stop, and something needs to happen with it. People need to stop supporting these people. It's as simple as that. It's not okay. Teach the kids to do something good. Teach them to make something good for themselves, to build themselves a life. Do you know what I mean? Not to go on and scream and shout at each other or you know, to do with a situation where to do with somebody else's trauma. I'm so disgusted.
Sorry, Observer, I was just going to let you talk. I don't know if you want to come back.
Angie, can you ask your mod to unblock my account? It's Steve. I came in and I got singled out getting told I'm a child. I'm fucking probably the oldest in this box. But I don't know, some of the new people, it's the ZY account. I don't even want to be in the box. I just came in and people started tagging me and saying I'm a child.
Guys. 1 sec, Steve, can I just hear from Observer because she's been waiting in the box? Hello.
Sorry, my signal's not great. That's fine.
Hello. Yeah, we can't hear you at all.
Do you know what? Derby Dan, yeah, just fucking made a strong point there, yeah? Future employees could be watching that stream. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not even that. That stream's been fucking screen recorded by so many people and will be all over YouTube, all over TikTok for years to come. Do you know what I mean?
He said that he had 400k.
This is the point.
400. Now, whether they were bots, I don't know. It just seems
He had 625k in there at one time.
Yes, I don't know if
his
they were
highest
bots.
views.
I believe that when he had 400k in there, that it was all genuine people because he went from 0 to 30 in the weeklies and went from 30 to 22 in the weeklies that quick.
Yeah.
It's because this story is a massive story, you know. It's literally gone all over the world. Like, people are very upset about it. And the fact that he's just using that to gain clout and money is sick, you know?
And now he's seen how much he made last night through using that girl. He'll do it again. Because like I said, he must have made easily $5,000 last night.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I mean,
he's already planning to try and hunt down the right people through other social platforms. Is that true?
Yeah. The thing is, was what you've got. This guy has been running this for so long. He's been he's used every single social media application you can possibly think of. Get into these kids, whether it be through YouTube, whether it be through Snapchat. The list is endless. But then
Thank you for let me in.
You then go and exploit the situation that was already exploited and being mass exploited everywhere. You've just exacerbated it just as bad.
Yeah, just on the point of what you were saying, Lucy, is that I didn't actually see what happened. I don't know who this guy is. I'm just going on the bandwagon, but it's just how I do feel that these main creators are portraying themselves, and they're really bad examples. And it's just, you've got to be so conscious about how you're going to be influencing young people, and it's just like so many calamity. And yeah, there's an element which is humorous, but some of it is really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This is the other aspect of it. We all know as adults who to avoid and not to watch.
Yeah.
We all know the big ones.
But kids don't, do they?
We all know the problem ones. We all know the problem ones. But the fact of the matter is that they're then going in there and going, oh well, if I gift you, you can come and follow me. The kids are growing up to believe that if you sit on your fat arse and say roots, darling, you're going to get paid.
Yeah, I know it's a bad influence whatsoever.
The Observer said about going to the police, right? And taking this further to the police. That's an option, right?
Yeah, people are already on that. I think people are already on that. But I've just been tagged in a video, that apparently after all of that went off yesterday, someone threw a bottle of urine over a girl that they thought was that Lexi Boner.
But then this is the thing, isn't it? Because you're actually
spreading hate,
you're
isn't
actually
it?
See the video. It's on Voice of Survivors.
You're actually scripting different girls because he's never got the real he's never got the real Lexi Bonner in that chat. Never got that real Lexi girl in that chat. So he's scripted somebody else to be Lexi. Scripted the whole situation for clout and clicks and clout, whatever you want to class it as.
Yeah.
No child should be experiencing that, though. I know that
This is the thing. This is
yes, she is, but no child should still be experiencing that from adults.
This is the
I
thing.
don't agree that there should be 13 plus on this app. All the people like you are adults.
Above that. You've got to step it above that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was created for the kids, and we all know
but it's not anymore, is it?
No, it's gone.
Everybody
well
I
beyond.
view is an adult. Everything I see on TikTok is adult content.
Names since then. Jesus.
I'm not sure if anybody else noticed as well that in the chat there was people pinning themselves saying, "Oh, add me if you follow Lexi and blah blah blah." And who are these people that are pinning themselves? It could be anybody.
This is the thing, though, isn't it? Because you like there's that many things going on. Like he turns around and says, "Oh, if you want to jump on the Snapchat story, we'll kick it off at 6:30 tomorrow, and we'll restart it." There's that many different applications and that many different social parts of the media that he's got that you don't know who's on there, which followers are really who. No one knows anyone behind a name or an image, really.
Am I right in saying that this guy goes around to schools as well?
Yeah, I got a video. Well, I've seen a video on YouTube of him going into a school, and all the children were looking up to him as he's their idol.
Right.
They all look up to him.
Well, I reckon
I've obviously got a troll in here called Rubes. Rubes, I'm not even talking about my music. We're talking about a serious situation. You seem to be slightly obsessed with me, sweetheart. Do you know what I mean? We're here to actually try and get together to sort out this situation and spread awareness on this bloke.
Yeah,
You're the one that's caught up on me,
I
darling.
wouldn't bother with him, Lee.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you think the papers would do a story?
He's got 4 million followers, don't forget,
I've rang my son's school and they're sending a letter out.
Yeah, it does need to be said again, Torian.
Yeah.
I just see something happening. I just see something happening with, he's so upset with one video.
I think the papers is a shout. I think the papers is a shout. I think the papers is definitely a good shout.
Especially when it involves young people.
considering how many followers that he's got and with what he's doing. And he is inciting hate against young people as well. Just through all of the messages that have been being put about and the posts.
Lucy, can I ask you a question? Is there a certain paper that covers TikTok?
No, they were. Do you know what? Daily Mail's pretty good. Daily Mail, they love a TikTok story.
And that's a big newspaper, is it? Do they cover TikTok?
Yeah. They love a TikTok story. The Daily Mail do.
The thing is, you've got to be careful of is obviously because this is the backgrounds of it is a police investigation that's going on behind the stories of this girl bullying and attacking this kid. So there's already a police investigation going on it.
Yeah, but this is nothing to do with it.
Maybe it needs to be without names, without...
Yeah, we can't concentrate this on Lexi because it ain't about...
No, this is nothing about Lexi.
No, but what I'm saying, what I'm trying to get at, one, there's already a police investigation on it, which is obviously going to disturb that issue. The problem we have now got is that we have got beg creators, and I'm going to say beg creators because that's basically what they are. They sit there and say, oh, come in my boxes and do this. You know, you haven't got any talent. You're sitting there and going, oh, we've got XYZ 12-year-old, 13-year-olds spouting shit at each other and just inciting the most disgusting hatred you can possibly hear. Yeah. And then you've also got to think about, hold on a minute, where are the parents during this time?
So just to make you aware, the papers, when the papers will be dealing with something like this, they have a legal side and they have to go through everything because they don't.
Yeah, social work and stuff.
Yeah. So they.
And the last thing I don't want though is this to look like it's inciting hatred against this one person because it could end up bloody suing me because he is a big influencer. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to be a witch hunt. So guys, do not make any hate towards this guy or anything like this. If you want to do something,
I'm not here for hate. I'm never here for hate.
Please do not make any threats or any hate towards him.
It's about holding TikTok responsible, isn't it? You know,
they're never going to be out there.
This guy, I don't think he's a P or anything like that. I think he's just doing it for the clout, doing it for the views, and he's just.
I don't know if he's going to listen unless something big happens, like the papers expose them or. You know, a big court case or something like it needs to be.
But he's financially grooming children.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Well, at least we're all talking about it now, so you know. Then you know, do you know what I mean?
And then to turn around and say that, oh, you know, I'm mentally stable, I'm checking in on these kids and all the rest of it. That just,
What Angie and all of us trying to do at the moment is just bring awareness. Do you know what I mean? Nothing against the guy.
But I don't want him to get any hate or any threats or anything like that.
No, I don't operate like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what people are like, and it'll end up falling on myself or even people in their boxes. Like,
absolutely,
hunt or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just got to be careful. You don't want to be done for slander either. You know what I mean?
No hate crimes. Whatever.
It's not like we're saying anything untrue, though, isn't it?
I just personally think it's a very, very low move in order to try and get some views and all of that. To use,
obviously not got much.
Also use a traumatic situation of a child that's a send child. I just think that's a very, very low blow, and I think anybody who goes that far, as far as I'm concerned, I don't respect them whatsoever as a creator, a streamer, or anything whatsoever.
It shouldn't matter what disability
we're allowed to be
it shouldn't make any difference what disability is. If you go at a disability, you're just sick. To use that to get your funds up is just sick. And then on top of it, you're using kids and other kids to stage, because it is being staged, because it's not the real people. That girl's not going to have a phone or any access to the internet as it is, because the police are already involved with what went on.
So
Anyone with the right mind would know that.
Taureen's in the comments saying that that he's not a peddler. No one called him a peddler.
No one has called him a peddler.
Good afternoon.
No one has called him that. What we are saying that it's wrong what he's doing. I believe he's just doing.
We're just concerned because there's children involved.
What he's doing.
It's child exploitation, isn't it? Financial, really.
Can you hear me?
Oh, this is just typical Taureen coming in and.
Can we put her in the box because she has a lot to say in the comments?
You want me to leave?
Ange, can you hear me?
Yes, hello. Oh, thanks.
Can I just have a minute, please?
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if people are aware of this fuller situation. I originate from the hunting community, and I used to do a lot of tracking and research. Okay. Now, last night I watched them lives that he was doing, and I took it upon myself to research him. Now, this guy has his own clothing brand. This guy also has multiple accounts through other social media platforms. And not only that, on one social media platform, he has, it's like a Discord chat where you just click on it and anyone can join.
Yeah.
There's over 15,000 kids in that chat.
Really?
Wow.
Now, last night, I'm not sure if anyone noticed, at one point, the account Lexi was actually bananaed on the platform.
Yeah.
And he kept on saying, she's coming back, she's coming back, she's coming back. I'm speaking to her on Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. Within 4 minutes of him airing, she is back, and her account, go into my followers. I follow 6 people. It's the last person I followed. Within 4 minutes, she gained 26.4 thousand followers on that new account.
Wow.
That is the kind of influence this guy has.
Yeah.
Now, like I said,
Can I ask you, are they a lot of these adults?
First of all, I don't know why people are twisting it, because I actually agree with what you lot are doing. So, Miss Curvaceous, stop trying to start problems. What I would say is the best thing for people to do, parents especially, is check your children's phone, because my 10-year-old daughter yesterday actually showed me about this guy, and all the schools are talking about it. All the schools are talking about it. Email your kids' school, call the schools, make them aware, and make sure you're checking your children's phones, because if we really look at it, right, yes, we can blame him 100%, but we also need to blame the parents, because parents are not checking children's phones and not knowing what their kids are up to. Like,
Yeah, I've already said that, Tori.
they were
People need to
talking
take
about
responsibility for their
grading and all
children.
these things. Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I've already said that, Tori. People, parents need to take responsibility for their children and stop with blaming everybody else for what their children
Can you
are doing.
rate his Discord in the comments?
To be fair, honeybee, I don't really care if no one cares what I say. At the end of the day, this is about children. So let's put if you don't like me, let's put that to the side, because it's not about that right now, yeah?
Sorry, can I just say, all I said, sorry, all I said.
What do you say? No face, no case, sorry?
I said, this is what I said in my video. Whether people like or hate anyone, we're all here for the same fucking reason. And we
The amount of hate,
keep everybody's animosities out of it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Keep everybody's animosities
Sorry,
out
I
of it.
wasn't
Whatever
hating
family
on
you
you.
belong
No,
to, just keep
Curvaceous,
that
you said I'm
separate.
starting trouble. No one wasn't starting trouble,
Because you
babe.
were writing in the comments that he's not a peddler.
Yes, because Angie said we know he's not a peddler, so I said, yeah, exactly.
there is
he's not
no
a peddler.
proof
What is the
of
problem
any
with me saying that,
convictions
babe?
where
No,
he
there's
can
no
be
proof
classed
of that.
as
I'm
a
not going to
peddler.
sit
Exactly.
people, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Stop twisting things, girl.
No, what we're
I
actually
think it's just
saying,
clearly doing it for the views.
what we were actually trying to get at is the comments that were coming in. You don't know the account. You don't know the accounts. You don't know whether that child is actually a child. That is what we're saying. It's not the account holder. It's the people in the comments creating the accounts.
I know, guys. She's always got to make it about her. Like, that's her. That's how she is. Causes trouble.
What are you talking
Everywhere
about?
you
Who's
go,
made it about
you just
me?
cause trouble. Everywhere you go.
Can this beef not be pushed to one side? It's
You know
not
what? I'm
about
gonna drop,
who
because
likes
I'm gonna
who
end
and
up
who
being
hates
disrespectful.
who.
Miss
It's
Curvaceous,
about
gonna
You're
stop
protecting
always
kids.
disrespectful anyway, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, but when we're on a subject like this, it should be left. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, leave the family animosities out of it. You've got different people in here from different families. Forget all the drama. Forget all the bullshit. This is what actually matters. Is what we were meant to be talking about, which was protecting the kids.
Yeah.
No, sorry, guys. It's just the thing is, I wasn't inciting any hate. You know, I was just repeating what was wrote in the comment. That's all.
What I'll do, Ange, I'm going to jump off because I'm not into sitting in group chats where it's all like beefing and stuff.
Yeah.
What I'll do, I'm going to jump off and I will send you the platform that is on with this chat. And you can do whatever needs doing with it. Give it to whoever needs to see it. Now, like I said, all you have to do is click on this URL link and it takes you straight into this lounge. I clicked on it last night, weren't too settled with scrolling through it, but there's 15,000+ people in there, predominantly kids.
Wow.
And that is just a clickable link. You don't have to sign up for anything. If you are on this particular platform, you can go into his profile. You don't even have to converse with him. All you do is view his profile, and it's there on the top of his profile as a clickable link. Takes him straight into his lounge. You've got everyone exchanging different platform details in there. You can contact me here. You can contact me there. It's predominantly kids.
Can I ask?
Yeah, but how do we know though? There's no adults.
We know it's kids. Yeah, exactly.
How do we know there's no adults in that Discord and the kids are saying, "Contact me here, contact me on here"?
Exactly that. This is my point. You can't decipher between one account to the next who's a child. Just because it displays a minor's image, it doesn't mean to say it's a child.
Which is where we was going at beforehand.
Exactly that. There's different.
We don't want to promote it either.
I sent somebody last night because I emailed TikTok. Don't care. I actually emailed TikTok last night. Again, I will send you the email address that I used.
No one's posting the Discord. Don't worry, no one's posting it.
And what I'll do is I'll send either yourself, Ange, that email address that I used last night, and see if people can actually get any kind of sense out of TikTok to why they are letting children be exploited for a financial gain via their platform. Because basically that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, and having a, like I said, like a Discord where adults could be in there, and how many
It's not just children. I will put my life, I will put my whole life on it. There's grown adults in there. There's kids in there.
How many did you say was in there? Did you say 15,000?
15,000, yeah.
Wow.
It's a huge, huge chat. Now, I don't know how long the chat's been going on for, because
Don't worry, we're not going to promote the Discord at all, but I think it's an awareness.
No, there's going to be no promotion of this chat. Right? I am going to physically send it to someone's inbox. I am not going to be posting it publicly. I hope and pray it doesn't get posted publicly, because people are just going to join it to see what the hell's going on in there, to find out where they can go to view all these battles and everything else. I'm not going to be doing it like that. I've been in the hunting community for 7 years. I've not just woke up and fell out the wrong side of the bed and know what I'm doing.
Can I ask you
I'm
something?
not going to be promoting any kind of publicity for this man's platforms.
Yeah, and can the police do anything about this, having all kids and maybe adults in this Discord?
Can
I just say, right, on my thing, he's a fully grown bloke, this, who's the host of that account, right? To me, he's earning money off of kids. To me, it's grooming.
Yeah,
right?
let's not make any accusations, though, Wayne. Wait. I'm not saying it's not that. I don't want any accusations on the platform, okay? Because he is a big influencer, okay? I don't want to be seeing myself in court for some bloody slander. Do you know what I mean?
Wayne, it's not actually classed as a grooming process. What it can be looked at as, now, people will agree, people will disagree. We are all entitled to our own opinions, but what it can be classed as is exploitation of a minor for financial gain.
Okay, yeah.
There's no evidence out there to prove he is a P.
No.
There's no evidence out there to confirm he is actually grooming these people. But what people can look at is, last night, for instance, how much that man made, how much them minors made on that platform, right? And it can be classed as exploitation of a minor due to financial gain.
Yeah, I think it's more, even then we don't really know, do you know what I mean? But I just think it's a guy. I don't think there's anything, sinister about him. I think he's just wanting the clout, wanting the gifts, got a platform and love the beef battles, not really probably even thinking what he's actually doing here, knowing this is a grooming,
Like I said, this guy has got a huge following via social media. We're going into millions. The guy has his own clothing platform. The guy has his own clothing range. It's something that's going to continuously happen with this guy due to the kind of battles that he promotes. The only thing that we can do as protecting children is show the awareness, do it in a stable kind of presentation. Don't just sit there screaming and shouting about it. Go down the actual avenues that need to be go down, liaise with police, liaise with schools, liaise with the social media platforms, raise your concerns. There's no point in doing live after live after live after live. Now, again, this isn't going to be an opinion that's accepted by everyone. All people are doing by gaining and presenting these lives for awareness is promoting his platform. People are gonna wander over to these platforms to find out what's going on.
People meant to do then, you know what I mean? I just feel that people need to be aware and check.
And there's enough people on this awareness train of getting him brought to awareness. There's more than enough. What people need to do now is sit and think, well, this has gone rife through social media. This has gone absolutely mayhem through TikTok. What we need to be doing now is concentrating on taking this person to their own accountability of what they're doing. Communicate with schools where your children go to. Communicate with the social media platforms. Communicate with your local constabulary. Raise cause for concerns. Live after live after live after live, all it is doing is promoting the awareness which he will gain from by every single person. You've got 1.5 thousand people in here, Ange. How many people are going to watch this live and then go over there and follow him just to watch what he's doing?
Yeah, but at least they're not going to, they're hopefully not wrong-uns. That's
no, but again,
what gets. We're just trying to make sure these wrong-uns,
what my point is, all these lives are giving him more views. He is going to gain financially.
I disagree because he gets the views. He had a 400k in. I don't think he's going to care about 1.5k.
What I'm saying by that, Andrew, is
and I just think I hope you know what 1.5k are wrong-uns. Do you know what I mean?
Right, you've got 1.5 thousand people in here. Hypothetically, 1,000 of these people go over to his platform. That's 1,000 more views instantly.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I don't think he's going to really care when you got 400k in. Do you know what I mean? I don't think 1,000 is going to really bother.
I'm a realist. I speak as I see it, and this is how it's going to be. There's different avenues people can go down in sharing the awareness through communicating with schools, communicating with local constabularies, platforms that is on. Send the evidence.
The thing is, without this awareness or what other, because I know other people are doing it as well, without these, people wouldn't know about him. He would continue. So I disagree with you there. I don't think 1K is going to really care. I don't think 1K will follow him anyway. But even if they do, I don't think he's going to care about 1K when he gets 400k on his platform. And I do feel that as an awareness, like a few people said I didn't know about him, or someone had came to me the other day and said my daughter was following him, so now they're going to unfollow, this guy. So I think without this awareness, people would not know about him. People wouldn't report him when they see this happening. And that's
I'm
really
not saying don't raise the awareness. Again, I'm hypothetically speaking, right? Using the figures of your room on how many people that he can gain joining his platform.
But it's not about the views. This is what I'm trying to say. Who gives a shit about the views? It's the wrong-uns that are joining his live. People that are gonna, gift to children. These are the people we need to care about, not him getting views. Who gives a shit about the views he's getting?
And I think that I think that'd be short-lived as well. I think once people knew what it was about, they'd leave. And I think it's, you know, the more awareness eventually, if people do the right, you know.
I absolutely agree with the Yorkshire mixture.
Yeah.
But
I know what you
say,
mean.
for instance, he's got his TikTok set up where people watch. I don't know how it works. I've only been on this platform since January. Say, for instance, he has his profile on this platform set up where he gets monetized for the views on his videos.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right? He is still gaining financially, right? I'm not saying don't bring awareness. There's different ways of doing it where it will not benefit him. This
Yeah, but
is
listen,
what
I don't
is
care if
benefiting.
he is benefiting. Listen, I'm not bothered about that. Yeah, I'm just more bothered about, you know, children being groomed by weirdos on here, by following them or gifting them. Do you know what I mean? Who gives a shit about the
I think the
views?
fact as well that there is parents on here that are going to see this and also to discuss, you know, talk to their children about it and check their devices, you know, and see if they are following him, you know. So that in a way is good as well.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, there's different avenues to go down for awareness. But the more lives that get publicised, it's just going to direct more and more and more people towards him.
Sorry, mate.
I don't agree with you. I just.
See, I was gonna, I'm going to say the same thing. I disagree with you because, and I'll give you I'll give you a few reasons why I disagree with you. One,
Awareness is great.
Angie has 1.5k people in here. If that's 1.5k parents now checking their children's devices, that's one good thing. The second good thing, people don't know about this person that's now being brought awareness to them. That's the second big thing. 3 is that parents of their children who are checking the devices of their children are also now going to tell their friends and family and tell the school. So how is that a bad thing?
I mean, I don't care about him benefiting. Listen, I don't want him to benefit, but I don't care about him.
You're taking what I'm saying wrong. You're taking what I'm saying completely out of context on how it's being presented.
My opinion is, the more that what Angie's doing now, okay, he may well be getting some whatever out of this, but at the end of the day, it's going to come more back on him than what it is him getting views.
In the long run, yeah.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, instead of doing multiple lives through multiple creators, instead of 20 people doing lives about him, that's going to direct traffic to his profiles, right? 2 people do it and the other 18 go down the correct avenue of awareness.
Well, how are we supposed to make parents, because there's parents that have come on here this morning and said, I'm going to talk to this about, you know, with my child when they come home from school. Those parents didn't know about this until Angie did this live.
And there's different audiences for different creators, so they're always telling new people.
You know, so obviously she's made these parents aware that this is going on, and they can then look through, you know, discuss it with their children and look through their phones and see, you know, if they are following him and things, you know.
And I've just called my husband and my family, and I've given them the account name, and I've given them both of the account names.
And you know how slow the police are. Do you know what I mean? Let's face it. Reports to the police, it could take months.
I've now had, just in my family alone, I've had 4 people who have now checked their children's devices and have 2 of their children were following his device, following him. So they've now unfollowed him.
There's parents writing now in the chat, I didn't know about this, and I'm, you know, I've spoken to my children about it. I'm glad I watched this live.
Exactly. My kids' school sending letters out.
Oh, are they?
It's with Wayne. Hi, Wayne.
My son was following him, you know?
Right, can I just say, right, it's not grooming, but it's financial grooming in my eyes, right? Last night when I was flicking through the YFP when this were on, there were, in different lives, there were loads of lives talking about it. And I added it up to 9,000 people were talking about this guy as a wrong one. It's financial grooming. He was on the rankings
This
at
is an 18 plus live, guys. I think someone just asked.
He was on the rankings at 28 on rankings. It was 851k. I don't know how much that is actually in money, but he's financially grooming. And
Crazy. Guys, I don't want to be making any accusations towards him, okay? This is a big influencer we're talking about, okay?
Hello.
In my eyes, that's what it is.
Hello.
You know, when he's live, ring the police. The police are he'll go on TikTok and see what's being said.
Word of mouth.
I don't know if this has been brought up already, but there's a reason. Like, obviously, I haven't been watching, so somebody might have already stated this, but there's a reason why he's not going to get banned, is because it's not him saying the words, it's people in the box. As you know, Angie, as a live creator, you won't get penalised for the person speaking in the box, so his platform's going to be secure, because if you notice, he just sits there and goes, he doesn't actually say anything.
You've got to report the people in the box.
He doesn't actually. I haven't finished. He doesn't actually. Get violated because he's not speaking, so he's going to keep remaining his platform. And as for these girls, they just sound like young chap girls. They're not vulnerable or any of those things. Listen to the way they're speaking. They know exactly what they're doing. They're not like the 12-year-olds or anything, is it? You know what I mean? Like, these are fucking scary girls by the sounds of things, you know what I mean? With the right common mouth on them.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're still kids, though, EQ. Do you know what I mean? He thought he had Lexi in the box yesterday. He's only 14. Do you know what I mean? They're still kids, man.
And it's spread
Yeah,
word of
but
mouth.
14-year-olds these days, Angie, they're not like they used to be, you know.
Yeah, but the thing, did you not watch the live EQ? Them telling each other to unalive each other, and
this is the way the new generation of children are speaking to each other now, though, Angie. You've got to remember. Look at us. Look at us as adults and the way we behave. So look at the example that we've been setting to these people on TikTok. So if all the adults are like, rah, 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 you fucking bitch, this, that, and the other, they have picked it up. And I don't like 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds are not typical 12 and 14-year-olds these days. They've got older minds and they behave in different ways and all that. So I just think, they're not going to be groomed or anything off the back of slagging each other off. They know exactly what they're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but, he's got a big Discord with a lot of kids in there. There's probably adults in there as well. Do you know what I mean? I just think as a child...
Angie, I've got a Discord, and for all I know, kids could have joined, because I've got it public for everybody. I advertise it publicly and everything. So for all I know, there's children in my Discord.
I think word of mouth is a good thing, though, but I'm going to drop down now to let someone else
All right, thanks,
Yeah, you
Mark.
can drop
I
me
don't know. I
down.
just think it's weird. I just feel like it could end badly, man.
No, I think all these younger people nowadays are very wise and very smart, and they're not easily to be groomed, because those girls that you're here joining that box, Angie, if an old lech come onto them, they go, fuck off, you dirty pedo, blah, blah. You can imagine it. So I don't think they're in any danger of being groomed or sexually harmed or anything.
Yeah, I'm not talking about being groomed. I'm just thinking something could happen. If there's a vulnerable child in there, and someone is saying go and unalive yourself and talking about sleeping with their dad and all this kind of shit.
But baby,
that's a disaster. I mean, if you watch that, did you hear that video I played before? The stress in that child. It's only a child.
Yeah, but you can't always. It's like your audience, Angie. When you're talking away, one of those adults could be vulnerable and going unalive themselves.
Yeah, but all kids are vulnerable, isn't it?
No, no. Some are worse than adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. But children being vulnerable could go home.
But adults being vulnerable watching this live could do it. Why does it matter just because it's younger people? You know what I mean? It's the same. You can't sit there and say basically, oh, what if someone does this? Well, it's not happened. So how can you live on what ifs and maybes and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, but but there could be a vulnerable adult watching this. But all kids are vulnerable. That's a difference. We know they're vulnerable.
They don't sound very vulnerable the way they speak in mind.
Yeah, but the unaliving rate among children is high, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I just don't see it ending well.
Yeah, well, last thing I'll say before I drop out is that he's not going to lose his platform. He looks like he's learned a lot.
EQ, can I ask you a question? How many children unalive themselves due to bullying?
I don't really give two shiny ones, to be honest. Not my kids.
Oh, for God's sake. But it's high, do you know what I mean?
They're not my kids, you know what I mean? I'm not bothered. If people unalive themselves, they've got deep-rooted issues. Listen, Angie, think of it like this. If someone unalives themselves off the back of that roast room, then they've got deep issues already. They've already got mental health issues. They're already suffering in their own life.
Exactly.
And then that is up to the parents to keep them off social media if they know that their children's vulnerable. So there we go.
No, I don't know.
There's my opinion anyway, darling.
I just feel it's going to end badly, yeah.
All right, gorgeous. Bye, baby. Bye, gorgeous. Bye.
Bye. Does anyone agree with EQ there?
No, she's gone.
No, not on this one. Not on this one.
No, it's like, guys, can I ask you a question? The bullying rate among children, unaliving rate among children is quite high due to bullying, right? Now, it just takes a very, and all children are vulnerable, but it'll take an extra vulnerable child to go into that box and get grilled, roasted bad that they might do something. And that's my concern. Not so much the grooming or anything like that, as EQ was saying, because I don't know about that side of it. And I'm not going to be saying you're making accusations. I'm talking about the bullying side of it, because a lot of it's not an act. When I heard that child screaming about her dad has cancer, and I assume someone took the, said something about her dad. I couldn't even deal with that.
No, that's just shocked me. I'm sorry, but that's a fully grown person there, but just turned around and said she don't fucking care about it. But that kid's unliving themselves.
No, well, that's EQ, and it. I think she just takes the.
I think anyone what follows her needs to have their head checked as well.
Listen, that's one of the worst wrongings on this app. That's just been in the box, and anyone who shares.
I think with the EQ, she does it to cause a reaction. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to.
They might do it to cause a reaction, but what a reaction they cause when they're discriminating against people, like dissing people's unalive kids. Like some of the stuff that's done on this app is unbelievable. And for it to still have a platform, she's going on about what he's saying on his platform, and the kids are saying it, not him. But what that thing says, and still is on this platform, is mind blowing. And you know what? Just look at the people. Just look at the people that normalise that. Just look at the people that normalise that evil queen. What the fuck is that thing, mate? That's supposedly from Liverpool, but we don't take that thing. That's nothing to do with us. That's not Scouse. That's an absolute wrong and fucking scumbag. Like trying to legitimise like kids being fucking like, nah, man, this app needs closing down.
I think that's part of the act. I think that's part of the
Nah, it's not an act, man. The act's been going too long. That's bullshit of an excuse. It's no act whatsoever. It's just a scumbag. That's what it is.
You don't speak for Liverpool.
Guys, what's going on?
You don't talk for Liverpool to say we don't claim you, you little knobhead.
What are you? We don't claim
What are you? What are you? Put your face on the camera. Put your face on the camera, you little scruff.
Got no models.
You're a little scruff.
You've got nothing about you.
What are you going to do? Mouth on legs. You're going to do nothing. You little mouth on legs. Who are you calling it? The only it is fucking you, and I hope your dog dies. I hope your dog dies. I hope your dog dies.
Because you're a charity case.
Whatever, cunt. You've got more money than you could ever have in a million years.
You haven't got more money than me. You have not got more money than me.
You're a little
povo.
You're a poverty-stricken scouser. You've got no cash. You're not a real scouser.
You're an absolute
bum.
You are an absolute bum.
What have you got? Real scousers are hustlers.
You see yourself as a charity case. You have not got no morals.
Come and do something then, dickhead. Come and do something then. Instead of mouthing off about me on social media. Come and do something not far from you little dickhead. Because you'll do absolutely nothing, you little cunt. You'll do nothing, you do nothing.
I don't need to do nothing. You've done
exactly,
it all yourself.
So don't mouth off on people like you don't know.
I just sit back and watch people like you destroy yourself.
Guys, man, what's going on? Anyway,
you little whopper.
Listen to you little weasel. You're a weasel.
You little
look at the state of you,
and I'm going before I get banned. You're a little whopper.
Look at the state of you, you weasel.
You're not even a scouser, you're a wolf from
Birkenhead.
Birkenhead.
Paul O'Grady.
Aha, you wolf, piss off.
Hey, the wish version of Paul O'Grady, man. See you later.
Oh, guys. Anyway, into the loo.
Nah, that thing needs cancelling. What is that thing, man? That's just
mad guys, let's not just say thing and let's not do that.
No,
guys.
it is. What do I call it? What am I supposed to call it, Ange? I'm not being nasty, but I'm treating that how it should be treated.
Well, she's got a name, then.
I'm treating that how that treats other people. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving that the same energy that it gives to other people. That's all I'm doing.
Guys, let's just stop it, okay? I just went to the goddamn toilet.
All right, can we get back on the
Let's get back to what we were talking about. Okay, like I said, can I just quickly say this, right? On the grooming side of things, right now, legally, I don't know the ins and outs, okay? So I'm not going to say this is what it is, okay? I'm not going to do that, but I do know that I think when a child is, I think the unaliving rate is quite high among children that are bullied. Okay, now even though it's a lot of children,
adults as well.
One sec, Frenchie, let me finish. I haven't finished, and I think even though it's an act, I think a lot of children do take it personally. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's I think it could end badly. Especially the amount of people watching. And then you've got kids and adults gifting for two children to have a go at each other, and that's not okay. But listen, I'm not saying it's grooming. I'm not saying it's any of that, okay? Like, a couple of people did say. Sorry, Frenchie, what was that?
No, I'm just saying about that EQ. They're just a wrong, and they're more of a wrong than this kid is a debating. This is just a kid maybe is a debating. Yeah, it's bad what he's doing. It's fucking disgusting what he's doing. But that evil queen, the adult, they know better. They should know better. That's a scumbag. Maybe this kid will do better as he gets a little bit older and he gets a little bit wiser in life. What's that EQ done in life? It hasn't got wiser. It hasn't got better. It's just a scumbag. Call it what it is.
Right, Frenchies, stop a second. We're here to stop kids shouting at each other in boxes. And
yeah, and EQ should come in to normalise it. She should come in to normalise it.
No, I understand.
Yeah, but Frenchie, that's her opinion. I think she does.
We're not going to have transphobia, the same as we don't have homophobia, we don't have racism. You're just minimalising everything. We're here to stop kids shouting at each other, and you and EQ are here shouting at each other. I understand your frustration. I completely get that. But don't be transphobic. Like, come on now.
Hang on a minute. Stop. No. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
No, but it wasn't it? You're calling her an it and that thing. We don't do that. I'm not sticking up for EQ.
I don't know what their pronouns are. So no, Alicia, let's not go there. Right?
But we've just had 2 weeks of
I don't know their pronouns.
It's not
on me.
No, one sec, guys, one sec. That's not transphobia. That's not transphobia.
No, that's bullshit. No, one sec. The narrative.
Wait, guys, that's not transphobia to call someone an it. You know what I mean? It's not transphobia. Let's not go there either.
Angie, can you drop me down? Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you.
I don't know. It wasn't because if it was me arguing with him, he wouldn't have called me an it. He would have said her.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, there's no.
But my point was,
this is what I hate, Alicia. You say one word, it's like the snowflakes come out. Oh my God!
I'm not a snowflake at all, though, Angie. You know this.
Transphobic. That's not the case. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not a snowflake at all. But I'm just saying we're here to stop kids shouting at each other in boxes, and then there's adults shouting at each other in boxes.
I mean, this is 18+ live. There's no children on this live, so if adults want to argue among themselves, they can do that,
isn't it?
No, it's not, Alicia. No, it's not. Do you want
from them arguing?
Do you not argue off TikTok? Do you not argue with people, your friends? We're adults here. This is 18+ live. Adults can argue with adults. We're not children.
People say it's an act, so how are you supposed to describe this act? Because a lot of people defend it as an act. So what am I supposed to describe it as? And you're going to twist it as homophobic? Seriously, man. Fuck it now.
I don't agree with a lot of what EQ has said in the past. I completely get that, and I get your frustration. I'm saying that. I just didn't agree with how things were coming across. If that's not how you was
that's fine, yeah,
saying it, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if it was me and you arguing in a box, you wouldn't call me it.
No, to be transphobia, it's Frenchie calling her a he or dead naming her. That's transphobia. Not calling someone a nit. That's just anger.
I just wanted to say that anyway. Just don't be screaming at each other in boxes, because that's what we're here talking about.
Why is EQ proper rattle tagging me? Like, stop tagging me and go and get a job or something, man.
She's tagging you.
Like, absolutely spamming me with tags. I've absolutely rattled her. On an account with 1,500 people on. It's rattled. It's rattled. Do you know what? It's more rattled than it was on Frenchie's Live the other night.
Listen, just cut out the it. Just cut out the it.
It couldn't get no gifts and it rage quit the live because of like Angie and that was getting more gifts than it. You're dead on the app. You're finished on the app, man. Go and get a job.
Oh, Frenchie, shut up, man.
Seriously.
Okay, Frenchie, can I just say something, yeah? You see how when I came up, I didn't even do anything, but EQ came and started dissing up in this purpose and everyone's writing Team EQ. The double standards is ridiculous, mate. Do better.
I don't know what happened. I went to the goddamn toilet.
That is very true, Angie. That was very biased. But listen, this isn't about a mix-up live. Like, it's frustrating that people are going to come and rise in the box and start mix up. Like, I'm not even trying to be biased. I'm not sticking up for anybody. But let's get to the point of this live. It was to raise awareness of this dirty, disgusting man thinking that he can get underage kids in boxes and start beefing each other.
Can we also raise awareness on EQ as well, seeing as we're doing raising awareness today? We might as well do that because she's disgusting, mate.
Guys, let's not call him dirty or anything like Hen, because I don't think he's.
But Angie, what he's doing is disgusting. Let's be real now. As a mother, that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I think it's low. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it's low.
Can you not open up your mouth now, Miss Curvaceous?
Miss Curvaceous always reads out negative comments for no reason, and there's no reason for people to do that. But you need to come into a box, read a room, and act accordingly at the end of the day. There was a topic at hand, and the topic at hand was to talk about children and the protection of children online.
I'm dropping. I just wanted to prove my point. Bye.
Against people like this man that has millions of followers, that has a platform, and that's using this platform to exploit young children. That's what we need to raise awareness for. It's not about mix up. There's a time and place for certain topics, and this isn't the topic to have mix up on. I'm so sorry. Like, we've got thousands of people in the room. Let's raise awareness. Let's get this man off this app so he doesn't have the access to exploit young children. Do you understand? Like, it's getting ridiculous now. I'm going to message TJ because TJ's writing, drafting something. So I will tag along with that and help him. But let's get this all out to the big creators. And the big creators that are gifting him, let's message them, find out why on earth they think it's acceptable to be gifting this man when there's kids in the boxes. I don't understand. Like, it's beyond me how people can just sit here on an app as parents, even not as parents. There's just a normal decent human being, sit back and watch this and not say anything. Like, there's a level of duty care we need to take at this point. So let's do better as a community on this app, and let's protect our children online and use our big platforms, not for mix up, not for arguing, and actually protecting our young children, because we don't know what those children are going through. Clearly their parents, obviously, there's a level of neglect, there's a level of abandonment, not really caring. We need to protect them. So let's do better, please, guys. Come on.
Big up, man. I'm not sure what I missed. I only fucking run into Tesco's, come back out, and my fucking whole car was going off like a war zone.
No, it's all right.
I agree with Han, and can we also make people aware that the reason this man had so many people in his life is because he's using a vulnerable autistic child's trauma to gain views.
So the kids that he has in the boxes, have we verified their ages? Do we know for sure that they're underage? That's what I was asking earlier.
So the thing is, he thought he had Lexi in his box. We all know Lexi is 14 because she's in the I don't know if she's in the newspaper, but there's a police investigation going on. We all know why.
I don't think that was really her in the box, though.
No, it wasn't her, but what I'm saying is he thought it was her, right? And he knows her age, 14 years old.
100%, the kid will be in protection for their own safety.
There was a boy in his box, looked, I'm not going to lie, looked about 10.
I've seen that.
Oh, they put their cameras on?
No, just a profile picture.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. And do you know what it is as well? Like, when they're in the boxes, does TikTok allow them to make the account without verifying their bank details? That's what I wanted to know as well.
Yeah,
I think
I've been able to go live without verifying anything. Just for record, I am 34-year-old. But yeah, I've been able to.
You don't have to verify, do you? I mean, my niece is 13. She's got a bank card. So you just need a bank card, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, anyone can make an account.
No, I don't think it's verified. Or you can do PayPal, right? Some kids have PayPal, I'm sure.
So when he pays them, does he pay them by gifts? Like, he gifts them whilst they're in the box?
Mm-hmm.
And other ways. He offered that Lexi girl, who he believed was the real Lexi, got bananaed, and he offered her £200 to come back into the box.
I think he's making the accounts.
Yeah, which
that's what I'm thinking. I think he's making the accounts for them and passing it over to them.
Yeah, it's child exploitation because he's gaining financially from these children, and that is the definition of it.
Yeah, of course. That's what I said earlier in the comments. It's child exploitation.
Mm-hmm.
So where is he finding?
Had 60k they hadn't. They were on.
I think maybe moving forward, obviously, as people have said, like, contact schools. You can also contact your local councils, guys, like your education boards and stuff like that, and they will filter it through to all the schools necessary. And then you can also remember, because there is a factor where it's illegal for what he's doing, we exploiting these children, you can contact your local authorities as well.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, children aren't safe walking the streets. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to do everything we can and come together as parents, as adults, to protect children. There's not everybody out there is going to do it. So it takes one good-hearted person to make a change.
Somebody said he provides aftercare also, so he must speak to them off the app.
He does.
Aftercare.
He speaks to them on Snapchat.
Oh my god. I feel sick. Does anyone have like the screen recording of the live? Somebody needs to send it to me or to TJ, one of the two, so we can get this over. Because what we can do is does anyone know what area he's from? Like where he lives?
As far as I know. Is it London?
Oh, London has a lot of boroughs though, because what you could do is every borough has a neighbourhood safer police team.
He lives in London, apparently.
And they look at stuff like this, and they'll come out visit your property if you're like a witness.
Yeah, the police will find it quite easy because he's on Google. You know, because he's a huge influencer. He's got like 4 million followers.
So I'm sure they're already aware of him. He's running lives with 500,000 people in. They'll be aware of him.
He's got a YouTube. His last video posted about this.
He's huge on YouTube. He's also visited schools. I don't know if it's schools, but I've got a video of him turning up.
And he has his business, doesn't he?
Dude, that's scary.
Surely he has management though. Surely there's a management that manages either his account, his career, his YouTube. Like they can't obviously co-sign this and allow this to happen. Unless there's this is one thing that I was thinking of, which I don't know if this is possible, but unless the people in the boxes are actually posing as kids and they're not actually kids and he's doing it purely for entertainment purposes.
You can tell some of them. You can tell some of them are definitely kids.
No, some of them you can tell
as well until I heard how young the
Because none
sound
of them turn their camera on. If they turn the camera on, then
that's probably why he's getting away with it, Hen, because he don't turn his camera on. And I know the police are going to say, well, there's nothing we can do because we're only going to hear his voice. We don't actually see them as children.
Listen, you can tell they're kids when they speak, man. You can tell the difference between a kid and an adult 1,000,000,000%.
I know, but the police won't do anything at the fact they don't show their face.
What we need is verification that they're kids, because some people can pose as kids and like you get like voice actors in like children's programs and stuff like that. They're adults. Yeah, they're adults and they pose as kid actors.
But if the police were to look into it and access his phone, they can then put that into the database, download everything they need to know, and they'd know by what they received off his phone if they were children or not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if they do that, the person who's made the account and the person who's behind it when they go live could be completely two different people. Do you get it? And the fact they're not putting cameras on, that's not verification or proof of the ages of the children. So unless what he's doing, because surely I'm telling you, there must be some sort of management that's stopping him from doing anything illegal.
Yeah, so the police probably won't do anything is the fact they don't put the cameras on, and the police say
and we can't verify that they're kids unless, like I said, he's got people posing as kids and it's literally for entertainment purposes only. Because
definitely they'll need evidence to do all that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of why he would get away with this, and nobody's really flagged it up and taken his account down. Because they're not putting cameras on. If they were putting cameras on, then it would be a completely different, different ball game. But the fact that he's not, it could be actors. What does he do? Like, what's his content? Is it music? What is it? Just
beef battles. What do you mean on YouTube?
And then on his TikTok. Has he done it?
Just roast battles. That's what he does with children.
Yeah, it's just beef battles. He literally has, and you can hear in their voice. I get what you're saying about actors and stuff like that, but not every single person on different accounts is going to be able to go in and do that. You can hear that a lot of them are children.
Yeah, we know that, but the police will have to see it is a child.
Yeah, they'll have to prove
if the police interview that child, the child will say, "Oh, it wasn't me." You know what I mean? And the police won't do anything. They've got
evidence to even look at it.
Well, we know Alexi was, don't we? That's a fact.
Han, was it you that said that you wanted some of the screenshots of the live? I can send them over to you if you want.
Yeah, if you've got it, because I'm going to send it over to TJ as well, because he's going to drop me a message as well. Yeah, send it to my.
I honestly, personally, don't think that's why. I think that's why he's getting away with it.
Where should I send it, Han? Will you just
the kids don't show their faces, and that's why he's probably getting away with it.
Yeah.
And even though you go to the police, I don't think the police will do anything about it because they don't show their faces.
Have you seen that comment? MF Doom, my 14-year-old niece was let in the box, and she is not an actor.
Oh my God!
Can you come
that's
in?
evidence. We need to find more like that.
Where is
It's
he? What account?
mf.doom is his name.
Can somebody at him and tell him to rise? Oh, wait, hang on. Rise. Because
Police
then
won't
if
do anything.
anything,
No, they won't do anything. I'll tell you the police won't do anything.
board and
He
stuff like
was
that.
400k on last night, right? And I'm sure there's probably a police officer watching that, or someone that knows a police officer, and for those 400k, they're not going to do anything. No, they didn't show their face.
Can I just ask no face, no case
Yeah,
something? That is not there. Can someone give me some like bullet points or highlights that I can write down to say to the schools and that, so I don't blubber on? What would be the best wording to highlight this problem?
The one would be safeguarding concerns for children's mental health.
Right.
There would also, the children's mental health is the biggest aspect. There's a bullying aspect.
Exploitation as well, Mum.
Okay. And how do I break down what this guy's doing to them?
I actually emailed them videos of him doing this to my child's school, and they're sending a letter out.
Oh, that's a good idea. I could just give them his...
Put the videos in and send it over.
Or just give them their TikTok. That's a good idea. Right, okay, thanks, guys. I'll jump out. I just wanted to know how to word it. Thank you.
The thing is, there's not only that the police can do for about last night, there's nothing illegal about what he was doing, to be fair. Yeah, it's wrong, but there's nothing the police could do to arrest him for it. Absolutely not.
Yeah, they need proof. 100%. They need to prove that those are under. Even if we can get one child.
Even if they are underage, even if they are kids, he's still technically not on his doing. That's illegal.
Well, it is when he's exploiting the children.
How is it? He's inviting people into his box and they're having an argument.
No, he's setting it up beforehand.
Listen, I agree it's wrong. I agree it's wrong, but if they want to go into his box and argue, he's not really breaking any laws.
A 14-year-old should not be on TikTok arguing.
We agree 1 billion%. The app's full of wrong-uns. It's absolutely full of wrong-uns. But what he's doing, he won't really be arrested for. Yeah, if he's got other groups behind the scenes and there's a bit of exploitation going on there, that's a different matter. But that live last night, he can't be arrested for that. No way whatsoever.
He can, first of all, and second of all, this isn't the first time that he's run that live. He's doing this on a daily basis. It's a regular occurrence for him. It's not just a one-off. People have just seen it on their FYP. He's been doing this. So you've got to remember that if people have evidence, even if we can get one child to be verified that they're underage in that box, that's enough to report him. You don't need to have millions of kids in there to report.
People saying he pays them to come on. Has anyone got actual evidence?
That's what I'm saying. If we can just get one child, or the parent of one child, or anybody that can verify that one child is 14 or under the age and has had any financial gain from that man being sent to them, that's enough to report into the police.
Yes, and the police would accept it.
Yeah. That's exactly what we need. Even if we can get one, that's enough to make a report for child exploitation. They take anything to do with children very seriously.
They do.
Yeah, they do, 100%. Like if I were to say, God forbid, like my son was on TikTok and got approached by a man of that age and sent him money to come into a box, and I reported it, straight away will be dealt with, as long as I've got the proof. So if you can just even get one, that's enough.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Even if we can make the police aware, so they're aware of the situation, and maybe if parents don't want to come onto the app and speak about their children being in that situation, they then might have the confidence to go forward and say, look, I've got proof of this.
Yeah, but then you've got to remember, they
can't be in the box. Can you accept her?
Yeah, but the children are never going to admit to the police, oh yeah, he's paid me. Do you know what I mean? We need like an adult to verify that child is underage and has received money from this man. No child is going to come out and say, oh, well, this man gave me money and out and kind of snitch. Do you get it? Like no child's going to do that. So we need an adult that can verify that and just one child was in that box under the age at whatever time, was doing what they were doing and obviously got money from this man. And that's clear child exploitation because he is gaining from that. And the fact that he's paying the kids to do this is, in a way, financial grooming.
Yeah. There's someone called Jade in the comments and people saying to box her urgently.
Oh, okay. She might. Okay.
Is it Jade?